Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to another episode of Coaching from the Couch. This is a very special episode because, as you all can see, I'm wearing a crown on this one. And it says, Birthday Queen. That's right, everybody. I think I told you all last week. Today, May the 20th, 5/20 is my birthday. So yes, an episode of Coaching from the Couch has absolutely landed on a Thursday. So I have the pleasure and the honor of being here with you all on my special day. So I see the birthday messages rolling in. Thank you, Faye, my sister Joy, who moderates the chat every week. Cameron Mingo, thank you so much for rocking the CWall shirt tonight. Thank you so very much. Yes, indeed, 5/20, let's get it. As y'all can see, I have some of the roses that I received today for my birthday. Joining me here, thank you so much, Wallace, for the birthday wishes. John Adams, thank you all so much. And you all know my mom is always on. And she, of course, she has told me happy birthday a million times today, but she's telling me again. So everybody got to make sure they say what's up to Mama Waller. And I do have some guests in the house. If you hear me talking to anybody, actually Joy is moderating the chat, but she's actually here in what we call the Coaching from the Couch studios, okay? In the CWall studios. And my most amazing PR strategist, public relations lead, Dr. Leilani Malin, is here as well. So since she's here, I absolutely have to make sure I watch what I say.
Hey, y'all, I'm watching her like a hawk.
Right. So my mom is on virtual. Dr. Malin is in the studio. So I have to act like I got some sense because, that's very important. LB, founder and CEO of Bullard Academy, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Now you all, I think I started a couple minutes late. That's on me. That was on CWall. I never start late. Try not to. But I was just trying to get myself together. So you all, it is time to talk our most favorite sports in the area. It's a lot going on. We're still going to do a full show talking all of our favorite sports in the Washington metropolitan area. So is everybody here? Is everybody checked in? We're going to do a Mystics. I think we're going to go ahead and do a Mystics update. We're going to get to as much as we can. But we absolutely know Caps, Wizards, and Washington football team will absolutely be discussed. Thank you so much, Russ, for the birthday wishes. And my guy, Eugene White. Is everybody ready? Check in, send the like and love emoji so that I know you're absolutely in the building. Please, please, please make sure you are sharing this show with your DMV sports watching, loving family and friends. So go ahead and let's get it going. So, you all, slow start for the Mystics. Slow start. Still early, but slow start from the Mystics as a team overall. What I really want to mention about the Mystics is Tina Charles. I talked a bit about her in preseason. Tina Charles, listen, what they say, and I saw my good friend, media colleague Kareem Copeland share this in his article. It's age ain't nothing but a number. Tina Charles is still rocking out. is leading the team in scoring in the first 2 games. So we're going to keep an eye on her still being the absolute leader that she is. She definitely reached a milestone on Tuesday, 6,000 points. The team was ecstatic. So much going on, so happy, very supportive of her. So we want to shout her out and congratulate her. But the Mystics right now, they're starting out 0-2. Here is a quote from Coach Mike Tebow that I wanted to share. It was terrible. He was obviously frustrated. There was a lot of frustration going on with the Mystics on Tuesday night. But to Coach Tebow's quote here, can't shoot 30% and win games. The improvement was from 25 to 30%. That's terrible. I don't have anything great to say about anybody right now. Tina competed. Natasha Cloud played a really good game, but we're struggling to shoot. So there's not a lot of other great things you can say about a game like this. So it's tough. It's absolutely still early, but it's something to watch, something to keep up with. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to the Caps. All right, you guys. I want your honest opinion. We're talking first round of the playoffs. Do you all think the Caps are in trouble? What do y'all think? Last 2 games, very disappointing losses, in my opinion. I was disappointed to see the manner in which the Caps lost. I felt like both were still winnable games, but I really want to know your opinion in, are the Caps in trouble? What is worrying me is this. They're having a tough time putting away Boston, and that makes me uncomfortable. Makes me very, very uncomfortable. So I absolutely want you all's opinion on this. I do think that the Caps, of course I think they can win. They should beat the Boston Bruins, but they're having a tough time getting focused. And it's just, it feels, it's reeking of the same old song from before with the Caps, and it's worrying me. It's troubling me. Wallace, I see your comment about the Caps disappointing everyone in the first round. Totally agree with you about that leaving that goal yesterday. That hurt. It was just, ooh. But I see your comment, Leon, and thank you as well for the birthday wishes. That, yeah, they are in trouble. This is a tough one. This was a tough one because I was feeling a little bit of I was getting old anxiety from past performances from the Caps in the playoffs. And and I think I saw someone make the comment of a lazy goal. I saw that indicator of laziness, and that was an issue for certain. The Caps need to come out strong. They need to close these games out. They need to be on point. And this is just not what you want to see from this team. I know, and we all know, that toward the end of the regular season, they were dealing with a lot of injuries. A lot of folks started going down with injuries. We know Kuzi was out as he's tested positive again for COVID-19. So this is tough. But I can say I absolutely did not predict a first round exit for the Caps. So let's hope they can pull this out, because it's not looking promising. It is not looking promising at all. And I don't know, you guys. I don't know. But I do think they're in trouble. I think they can win. I think they can pull it out. Of course I think that. But this is just not the warm and fuzziness I felt last week when the team was preparing to enter the playoffs. Absolutely am not feeling that at all. Another playoff play-in game is going on in about 15 minutes at Capital One Arena. Wizards fans, check in. Where are the Wizards fans? Let's have a whole conversation about the Wizards and the fact that they have to play this game tonight. And John, I'm loving the comment. One of these teams have to beat Boston. It wasn't the Wizards. So please let it be the Caps. And I see the originator, Sherrod Oliphant, has checked in. And Sherrod and I have been chatting a lot about the Wizards here recently. And, you know, I've had some disappointing moments. You know, I was doing good with the Wizards. Remember, y'all went about 3 weeks. How long was it? Maybe about 3 weeks. I had a win streak of my own going with not dragging the Wizards. It was like 3 whole weeks. That's a long time for me to not have anything to say negative. And then that went down the tubes because all good things must come to an end, right? So I'm going to tell you, Tuesday night, I was very disappointed. Now let me go even back further, a little further to Sunday when the Wizards beat the Charlotte Hornets. I felt good about that. And for everybody that subscribes to the Triple W podcast on YouTube, and you can listen in on Spotify, right? A great question came up by one of my colleagues on the pod, Brianna Holmes, about Brad's injury. And it being bittersweet because you can tell that he's injured. But what we discussed and what I want to share with you all here on Culture from the Couch is it's like, okay, yes, he's hurt, he's injured. But you want to see, and this is where legends are made, right? This is where defining moments, unforgettable positive moments are created when a leader on your team, you know, wills the team to win and fights through injuries and keeps going and keeps playing. And so I must admit, on Sunday, I was really proud of the team. I said, you know what? This is all right. They are all right with me. And so you know, sometimes they're just not. But you know what? I felt solid on Sunday. I felt good on Sunday. And I said I was really proud of Bradley Beal. Thought that Russell Westbrook continues to be the leader that he is and has shown to be for his tenure in the NBA. And I thought the team, you know, did well. I was like, okay, you know what? They ended up winning the game. And that makes everybody feel good all of the time when you come up with the W. But even after that, I said to myself, I said, wow. And let me go back for even another moment. That moment between that everybody saw, I believe it went viral, of course, when that game ended on Sunday between Beal and Westbrook, when it was obvious they didn't embrace, but they were having a very, like, a talk, like a we did it. We did it. We did it. We got this. We're going to keep going. And I said, okay, all right. I felt like the energy for Tuesday was going to be there, right? And then if we go to Monday, there was a press conference after practice. Coach Scott Brooks, Daniel Gafford, Bradley Beal, and Daniel Gafford shared that Westbrook was not tolerating, didn't even want to hear anything about vacation talk. You know, when folks start saying, you know, they're not making the playoffs and everything, they're kind of like, where you going on vacation? You know, so when you leaving, when you go. Westbrook wasn't tolerating that talk. He told them, we're not planning any vacations. Nobody's planning a vacation because we got games to play. So Daniel Gafford shared that on Monday. So Tuesday, I'm like, all right, they gonna be ready. This is what we talking about right here. And based on hearing that Westbrook shared that with his team, there's no planned vacations. We got games to play. What you, huh? Nobody's going on a vacation. Somebody say vacation? What you talking about? We got games to play. Hearing that energy, I got very excited. I said, you know what? That's the kind of leadership you want to hear. That's the kind of leadership that needs to be talked about. It needs to be celebrated. And that's what needed to be said. Then on Tuesday, watching the game, and I said, well, did everybody decide last night that they are gonna go on vacation? I was so disappointed. Now here, going back to Brad's injury being fair, Brad is doing the best that he can. He shared in the press conference he's wearing, 4 compression sleeves on his leg. And it's like, he's just doing the best that he can. He's doing the best, but everyone knows he's not 100% healthy. I don't know what happened to Rui. Rui just had a bad game. He got in foul trouble early, but he just was not there. Daniel Gafford, surprisingly, because I had to check in with the originator. I said, well, what happened? Hold up a second. How did he get these fouls? Because I always think that Daniel Gafford is a strong contributor whenever he's on the court. I like him a lot. So I was just like, what happened? Westbrook couldn't get into a groove. I think he got nicked up a bit during that game as well. And Scott Brooks was being Scott Brooks. And Brad Stevens was proven yet again that he outcoaches Scott Brooks most of the time. So I was disappointed. I did not feel good about that game. The third quarter was horrendous. That was terrible. And I was just like, this is such a big moment. This is such a huge opportunity. And when the Wizards were in recent weeks, when the Wizards did lose a game, at least they were fighting, right? It was still down to the wire, down to a few, closing minutes, right? Defining moments in the closing minutes of the game. On Tuesday, I shared with the originator. I said they looked like they were fighting in the car and had to still go into the party and act like everything was all right. I'm like, this look bad. They really, I see your comment, Leon. They just looked flat. It just did not, it was like the air, it flat. It just went away. And I was sitting here trying to figure out for the life of me, what happened? What happened? Where's the fight? Where's the go? Is everybody tired? Is everybody hurt? Because getting into foul trouble can't just make you just go, And here's a conversation that we just need to go ahead and have. Just have this conversation, please. Can we have the Davis Bertans conversation, please? And while we're having this conversation, I would like for the originator to share exactly what he feels about Davis Bertans on this chat. Please let everybody know, because I feel like they should know, okay? Listen, I don't know what they're waiting for with Davis Bertans. It's like it's always he's going to strike hot. He's going to, it's like they just waiting. Here's the challenge with Davis Bertans. I feel like they're waiting for they're waiting for it to make sense that they paid him $80 million. That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting to say, this is why we paid him this money. Because let me tell you something. And let me be clear, because I've said this to other folks in conversations, that Davis was one of the players that had COVID and has had to deal with the post-COVID symptoms. I understand all of that. But he has to find a way to be useful somewhere, because he's just not. So I don't know what he's even doing on the court. Now that I've called him out, because I don't think we've had the Davis Bertans conversation on the show. I could be wrong, but I don't think that we have. But it's bad. And he really is disturbing to watch on a regular basis. I was holding out hope as well. But now all hope is gone with Davis Bertans. I really, really like Russ's comment here from what I can see of the comment, which is teams make adjustments this time of year. Absolutely. Everybody levels up. Everybody gets better. You plan for this moment. You're playing for this opportunity. And there's film. I mean, Scott Brooks doesn't make any adjustments. Everybody knows what he's going to do at this point. So Brad Stevens is always just proving a lot that we already know about Scott Brooks. But I'm going to go back to Davis Bertans. I don't know what they're going to do with Davis Bertans, but it's just not good. I'm trying to be as nice as I possibly can on my birthday. And so it's just, if you're off, if you're having a bad and off night, try to make yourself useful in other areas. He's just not doing anything. He's not playing defense. He's not getting the rebound. He's just in the way. So, yes, Russ, Davis Bertans is a nice person. But even folks that I say are nice people, it's like, make yourself useful. Be useful, not useless. That's all I'm saying. Be useful, not useless. That's all. They're about to play, though. And here's what I think. Wizards fans. I think the Wizards will probably win tonight. Because they were so bad on Tuesday. They were just that bad on Tuesday. Now, I don't know. They might need to play some defense, because Indiana was shooting the lights out the gym on Tuesday. So I don't know what may happen there. If they play some defense, they'll win, I think. I don't think they'll have a game as bad as they did on Tuesday. But hey, I've been shocked before. I was shocked on Tuesday. I didn't think they were going to have that bad game on Tuesday. So who knows? I do know this. Whatever happens tonight with the Wizards, it will not impact my birthday. Daggone it. All right? So, Washington football team fans, check in. Washington football team fans, please check in. And I see a few more folks checking in. I've seen my family members check in and wish me a happy birthday. My cousins, Sambrina and Shanae, Kenny Foot. I see your birthday wishes as well. Thank you so much for joining the show. Washington football team fans. Damon, hello. I saw your birthday wishes as well. Thank you so very much. Washington football team fans. Listen. Bye to Ryan Kerrigan. Bye to Morgan Moses. I mean, wow. Ron Rivera. Goodness gracious. He just said, anybody attached to a decision that was made by Bruce Allen, I absolutely do not want to be associated with. Clearly. This is what he has said. He has put his foot down and said, hey, look, this is my ship, and anything else is just loose ends. Loose ends. And look, everybody, my mom has even made a comment and said it is what it is. It really is, Mom. It really, really is. Really is. Sharon says he loves it. Wallace, I see your comment about, Ron making questionable decisions with the O-line in Carolina. Hey, listen, if it's one thing I know, I also know, aside from potentially detaching from decisions made in the Allen era, it's important to Ron to feel like this team is his, and it's a team he built, a culture that he built. I did have to roll my eyes. The fan in me had to roll my eyes when I saw that Ryan Kerrigan was going to the Eagles. But hey, do what you got to do. Get your money. Do what you got to do, because it was made very clear to him that Washington was moving on from him, and he knew that. We all knew that. So it wasn't like they were leading him on or making him feel like, there was some unspokens. They were very direct. He was aware. So that is. Kenny, I love your comment. We are moving like a grown-up organization. Isn't that something? Acting like professionals. Can y'all believe it? Woo. It's making me nervous. In a good way. The release of Morgan Moses and Jerron Christian, and everybody knew Jerron Christian, that was coming. I think the news about Morgan Moses and the team giving him an opportunity to seek a trade, of course, that had, by the time it was public news, it had already been discussed internally, and then it became public news. So if it seemed like it was a quick turnaround, that's because from a public perspective, yes, it was a quick turnaround, but it wasn't quick in real life, if that makes sense. So there was an opportunity to make a trade. A trade was not made, therefore Morgan was released. Interesting. Some believe that Morgan Moses might have had one of the best seasons, he had last year. It seems to me, I don't know what you all think, but it seems to me that Ron Rivera, I heard the comments about liking players that can be versatile. You can utilize them in various ways on the O-line, and I believe that. I think so. While Morgan did switch to left tackle for a bit, so I was like, okay, he showed a bit of versatility. But hey, look, there's a certain level of character that Ron wants in this organization. It's a certain level of player that he wants in this organization, and these are the moves that you got to make. These are the moves that will make you, that are jaw dropping. Like, oh my gosh, But hey, we've seen other organizations that have been successful that make these types of moves. So hey, as my mom actually said, y'all, it is what it is. And we wish Morgan Moses and Ryan Kerrigan and Jerron Christian, we wish them nothing but the best. Also, Josh Harvey Clemens, he was released. I don't think that was a shock either. That was not a shock, not to me anyway. So again, moves have been made this entire offseason. So I still want to know, like, now we've seen people move on. We've seen new people come in, had a strong, solid draft. We've seen some of the fan favorites now moving on, and being released. So seriously, I want to know you all's opinion. I'm like, what do you all think about all the moves that are being made this offseason? I think they've made some moves this offseason. So let me know what you all are thinking about in total, all the moves. I know we talk about signings, we talk about draft, but even include the releases in there. This is a lot. This is a whole range of moves for this offseason. They've done a lot this offseason. So let me know in the comments what you think about that, and I'll read some of those. Russ is reminding me, and I did end up putting it in my notes, new stadium talk. And the originator reminded me of this too. TMZ caught Dan, also known as Mr. Snyder, and team president Jason Wright out in LA. They are touring new stadiums, seeing what they like about the various stadiums. And I have to say, have you all seen the clip? If you haven't seen the clip of when TMZ is talking with Dan and Jason, please go and watch this clip, okay? Because here's why. And I'm gonna get on my rant and then we're gonna have to close this thing out. Soon as TMZ, it's like, Dan, do you know you are talking to TMZ? So that means you're about to tell TMZ all the business. Oh yeah, we're looking to get a new stadium built in Maryland, Virginia, you know. He just please, somebody stop him. Stop. This is what I'm saying. This right here. Go and watch that clip if you haven't. Please go watch it, because that is, in my opinion, a very clear indicator of Dan Snyder and how he will just get to talking and tell you everything. You ask one question and he has told you every single move. You pay attention, he just told you everything. He just told you everything. And it's like, Dan, just zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. You didn't have to say anything. You didn't have to, don't lie. But you didn't have to, tell everything either. Come on, man. Does he know who TMZ is? That's the gossip people. The people who tell everything. Good grief. I can't have a meltdown on my show, on my birthday. I can't. It's agonizing to listen to. And it's like Jason tried to help him. He tried to back him out of it. It was too late. It was all too late. So if you haven't heard and seen the clip yet, definitely go and listen to it, because Dan basically told everything that they're about to do. So you hear a knock at my door, actually. Probably because it might be a gift, might be a special delivery, also might be the clue that it's time for me to shut this thing down for tonight. You guys, it's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. It's been a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Thank you all for the birthday wishes, and I will see you guys next week.